Here we are at Borosiri, West Coast Damawara, and this is a housing scheme in Dikendron. And what is a co-op scheme set up by Burnham, we understand, the late President LFS Burnham, which have soldiers, police officers, and nurses. They have about 2 houses in this area. And what they complain about is this plot of land here that is parallel to the road that the government plans to expand the road. So the residents complaining that it's supposed to have a 4-foot here running here, and it's probably running. We can't see, we can't verify it, but it's overgrown with vegetation. There's supposed to be a culvert. I don't know if there's a culvert. We gotta check on that. But we know that the government plans to widen this West Coast Road, and if you notice, they have poles planted on the outskirt and the inskirt. So we guess that the road will be somewhere where this pole is planted, right? So somewhere where I stand in here will have to be the 4-foot. So this resident here, who is the assistant chairman of this co-op society housing scheme, I understand, have a good relationship with the NDC, but is not suffice. We understand that this man has spoken to a number of ministers. One of them is Minister Edgel, Junior Minister of Ministry of Finance. And I know Mr. Edgel, being a member of parliament, a former member of parliament. When I was a member of parliament, Edgel was one of the most respectful individuals in a PPP. Very respectful to me, although on many programs people would call and say things about him, but he always keep that respect, and I get that respect from many of the PPP ministers. However, you said you also spoke to a labor minister. Who is that? Nanda Gopal?
Yes.
Gopal, and you're basically asking for the assistance in this getting this 4-foot cleared. So you could tell me if there's a 4-foot existing in that overgrown area?
It is.
This is the culvert here.
The culvert here.
This is the culvert here?
We got a culvert 3 million.
Now they're trying to put a sluice out there to, you know, the drop sluice that, you know, the self-acting sluice onto now. 37 years ago. Now it's 20 years ago they did this thing. Cayman in here, come in here. Coming till when the water high we rain, this thing coming in here, eating our people like stock and all kind of stuff in here. Why they can't dig this thing? We paying taxes. Nothing doing it. They don't help us. Nothing
How
doing.
long ago you paying taxes?
We paying taxes a while. Every year you pay taxes. If you pay it late, it's a late fee. But they ain't doing nothing for us. We ain't want these people dig inside here for us, clean our drains. We do it ourselves all the time. It's just this main. This main.
You do your internal drainage
ourselves. We don't wait on NDC. But it's this main to get it clean. Nobody won't do it. Nobody won't come and assist us. Nobody.
So let us speak with other residents of the community.
This lady was here when we talked to Mr. Edgel.
Good afternoon.
I don't know what's going on.
First of all, are you from
I am a member
which area
living in Borosiri
of the civil service you're from, or the public service you're from?
I am a housewife. But what I'm saying is that work is being done in nearby location, and these people just pass in Borosiri housing scheme and go to other nearby location. Nobody pay attention to this area. One time the NDC ranger told me that we don't pay enough tax. The money we paying in tax ain't enough, so they can't do nothing. So what are taking we money for the tax? They're taking the tax money and we pay cleaning, we drain, we drain around our surrounding. We don't want the clean inside. Just clean this 4-foot here, because commodity, we got small children. One day I come out here afternoon and a commodity they're right up in this drain, this corner, lie down with the head up the drain, and we got little children passing, going in the shop and playing around the area. We just asking for this piece of place here clean, this main drain clean, and we gonna do the rest. This is sheer flood. It's flood by water. When you see rainfall, you can't walk. You can't go in. Children can't come out to this place.
You said that no service you received from central government for the past 20 years.
None.
However, how you managed to meet 2 of the ministers of this government?
They went back there to the health center back there. They got a health center at the back. had a meeting, and we went back there and talked to them.
We hold them around the area like how you come and we go around and catch them. We only hear the coming here and we just go around and meet with them and we put the problem to them and they say they're going to look into it. But nobody is doing nothing.
So what was this gathering of the ministers? What they was discussing? Was a party meeting? Was an outreach program for discuss anti-money?
They want to know your problem. They want to know your problem.
One of the problems
Yes.
of the Kendrick.
Yes.
And you had to run to see
I had to
them.
go back there, go around and catch them back there. We went in the outreach meeting and talked to them.
Nobody is doing nothing.
So what they promised you? Let me hear. So
Yeah, but
I could call
Yes, I
Minister
said,
Edgel and say,
please come and see this thing. He said he can't come now because he's late, but he's going to look into it because I explained to them about this train.
and how long ago was that?
For a year.
1 year ago?
About that.
So I promise you that I'm going to contact Minister Edgel because, as I said,
And the
he's
Labour
always
Minister.
a good person to me, and also the Labour Minister was my former employer. I've worked a number of years with him. So I will contact both of them to see what they could do, how they could use the good office to get this drainage system, this 4-foot cleared, so you get some relief from the heavy rainfall,
Right.
which will cause flooding. Right? So
It does.
when it causes flooding, what impact it will have on you, the residents of this community?
He said water on the road.
Come out, you can't come out.
And most of these people here are pensioners now.
Yes, because you mentioned it was a Barnum initiative.
Exactly.
So most of you are going to
17
be
soldiers in here.
senior citizens. Yes.
Senior. Some of them pass on.
And
Them the wives there.
The wife's still
They,
here.
they can't. People know your wives. They can't walk. We can't get no help here.
No help.
NDC
no
just
help at all.
promising. I talk to Mr. Aaron all the time. I brought the regional chairman here, Mr. Favor. He knows about it. I brought them here. Miss Aaron, I brought her here too. Still no help with this thing. Flood out all the time. Nobody helping us. Now, a bus shed for these old people and the children going to school. I went to Mr. Samaru, the chief engineer of Georgetown. I talked to him, but several times run to his office, write letters and all kind of thing. Finally, he come back and say, Mr. Ben said, we can't put no bus shed from fence to fence. And everybody building a bus shed close to the road. All these old people, we would have built it ourselves.
We believe we bought shed ourselves.
Every month we pay, these old people put $500 and so we pay money to, we would have built it ourselves. We can't get no help from the
So
government.
tell me, what is this understanding from fence to fence? I don't understand.
That's what they told me. We mustn't put nothing from fence. They mean from my fence to the other fence across the street. Look how wide. The road can't come all of this thing.
Okay, that is what it means. It means that within the width of the road, nothing must be constructed.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But they're building steady close to the road, on the road.
Here
Past
got
you
a
must see
new
all-
bus shed, Mr.
on the
Sharma.
road.
Where?
Here, just
Hey.
to pass on the road.
The
Side, you
one
got
right
one
there.
right down there.
Right
They got one right at the Kent.
It was constructed recently.
Yes,
Recently.
yes.
I'm gonna get that image. Okay. So
Right around the corner.
Right around the corner, that
we're
one.
gonna put that challenge to the Minister Ben for his double standard. Why he preventing you?
Yeah. I know why.
Only the permission that you want.
Permission, we
Only
gonna
the
build
permission.
ourselves.
We're gonna build it.
Ourselves.
But yet, a few
They're building.
distance away,
They're building.
the government
They've been right
constructed
through,
taxpayers'
you
money.
right through freedom, you see the building steady.
So why you
Close to the
think?
road.
Why you think they don't want?
I ain't want
residents
getting
of
this.
this?
Listen to me. I don't want getting this racial thing.
Or politics.
This is the problem in this country. We got to throw away Korean black man. Let us think as one Guyanese, and we don't got problem in this country gonna come good. But as long as you gonna pass us now and go to the Indian era, I don't want to talk like that. That is not me. And pass us. I serve this country. I've been in the military. Me and this guy and a whole lot of us serve this country in the bush. And why I can't get? You understand what I'm saying?
So when you retired, how long ago you
Since
retired?
1989, 79 I come out.
At what rank?
At corporal.
At corporal.
Yeah.
After serving how many years?
I served 6 years.
6 years.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a police. He was a police for years.
Come forward. Come forward.
How much years you spent in police for, right? 20 years. Retired.
How long ago you retired?
Couple of years now.
Couple years
As
now.
acting sergeant.
And this is what is important. These are servicemen and women.
I can help.
Yeah.
That is policemen, yeah,
Soldiers,
defense
nurse.
officers, soldiers, nurse, teachers, and this is how we treat our senior citizens and people that serve this country. And this is IPA. So I'm gonna do my best to ensure that I contact the Minister Ejil and Minister Dr. Nandakishore Gopal, and I also gonna contact Minister Robson and ask him about this statement that it is alleged that he said it.
Mr. Samru, I got a letter I wrote to Mr. Samru. Mr. Samru told me when I called for the permission, he said, Mr. Ben said, don't build anything from fence to fence.
Okay, so it's an allegation. Because if I call Mr. Ben now and he said, look, JFAP, I never said
Well, Samru lied then. Because Samru told me that. I got letters I wrote to them. I've been there myself about 20 times to his office in Kingston.
But I know Mr. Ben, and he's a very good man. When you call him, he would answer his phone, and he would speak to you. He will speak rough, but at least he speaks to you. So you would communicate. So I will speak to Minister Ben and also have his comment on this situation that the residents are requesting is permission. We know that they're going to be expanding the East Coast, West Coast Nawar Public Road. We know they're expanding it. We know they're going to, they didn't put the pile anyway yet.
No, nobody come up with
So, but there must be some parapet that you could utilize. There must be some parapet. So tell me about the number of children in this area.
We got a lot of children.
A lot of children
and grandchildren.
And
And old people, they stand in the rain. They be standing there to go for pension. They be standing in the rain, the sun and everything.
Sometimes rain comes down, there's nowhere for them to shed from the rain. Sometimes these children come back in from the road with their skin soaked. You gotta change their clothes, find clothes for them to go back out on the road to school when the rain is. It's really uncomfortable.
Okay,
really,
tell me
really
as I'm here, what other concerns that you have other than this 4-foot drain and the vegetation, the overgrown vegetation? Whatever concern you have.
Years ago, when I was a young man, this road here used to be, what is it called, Department of, anyhow, the government used to clear all this road. I just gotta pay to weed all these bushes there. I just gotta pay to weed these bushes right. They ain't cleaning nowhere. They ain't doing nothing. The thing is, why you take our taxes and you can't do nothing for us.
No, what other complaints you have? You have street lighting?
Well, the scheme came with the street lights. We have street lighting.
You have road, I noticed you have.
If you got the back there,
that's the piece, Mr. Sharma. This is the face, clear front face. From here to the right to the car.
When this was done?
Like 2 years, huh? No, since they put in this piece. 2 years now they put in
It's a cosmetic road.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Alright,
just a
so
face here.
I'm gonna go in and look at the
Yes,
proper
I saw it didn't
condition.
rain to see. I saw it didn't rain to see. You see these speed bumps?
We have
We have
to
to
put
put it
them.
because these cars flying in there gonna kill our children in there. So we have to put it ourselves to stop these speeding cars, especially in the night.
You don't know them,
These
but
men, when they're coming with speed. So we have to, everything we do, we got to do it ourselves.
Nobody is checking for we.
Nobody. Don't come you complain. I write so much letters. Don't come you complain. Nobody.
Okay, so the program we're going to air and we're going to highlight, and I personally going to contact the various ministers as a promise to have their comment. But we're going to air the program as it is, and then we should seek the assistance of the relevant authority to allow them to keep the promise that they made to you a year ago, that they will look into it.
Look into it. He
All right.
can't come because he's late, but he's going to look into it because I explained to him about this drain. And look at it, it's not a long, it's just what? How much, I can't even, from the big tree there to the sideline, to clear it out, let the water come off the land.
But did you met with the opposition leader or members of the opposition
Yes, I did.
and you highlight this problem to them?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
How long ago?
It's about 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
The opposition?
Okay, yeah.
That must be about a month now.
A month ago, and they promised to also look into
Look
it.
into it.
You're getting nowhere. You're getting nowhere.
Nobody ain't doing nothing to me.
Yeah, but
Everybody
100 feet we got.
Everybody.
It's 300 feet of drainage have to be
Take the water off this land.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sharma.
All right, I'm gonna walk around again. This is the culvert you're looking at here across the road, and this is where the 4-foot will run, and this is the level of vegetation that you have here. The level of vegetation is very thick vegetation. 20 years it wasn't clean, As a result, when it rains, the community is flooded.
A foot of water, yeah.
A foot of water. So tell us about the level of water you have in here.
We get about a foot of water inside here on the street on the road.
And how long the water will take to...
It will take till the culvert, till the coca open back there in the sideline. Then it will take about 2-3 hours before you get off the land. But if we get this drain, we ain't got no problem.
And you said it's only 300 feet.
It's about 300 feet. About 300 feet.
And what do you think the government needs to get this clean? What do you think?
Bring a high mark or something, excavate a good excavator, take to clean
Manual
this
labor
place.
can't clean it?
No. I can't.
Okay, so you need an excavator, and within an hour this could be done. Within 2-3 hours?
Within 3 hours they clean up this thing.
3 hours you...
About that.
Max.
Max. About 3 hours the bike will clean this whole place out. Excavator.
What is the position of the soil there? Is it swamp?
Good, no. There is land
It's
there.
solid?
Yes, solid because the drain is here. That's
So
solid.
every machine
For
can
walk.
work?
For walk. Yeah, go walk.
Okay, so if this is
Solid land.
solid enough for the heavy machine to work, I can't imagine 20 years the government can't send a heavy machinery to work for 3 hours to clean out this.
This
So
thing.
I'm gonna probably speak to DNI also to see what they could do in terms of assisting you.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you. This is the bursary housing scheme in the Kendron on the west coast of Damara. And what you're looking at here in the background is what was featured in Kaitro News recently, that a toilet cost $1 million Guyana. And this is it. This is it you see in here, the $1 million toilet, which was a project that this community applied for in relation to this play field, and they applied for the money through the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. So Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, I don't know who was the contractor they got to build this toilet facility for this play field here at the cost of $1 million Guyana. So you're looking at it here, and we're going to have a close-up look at it, and we understand from residents that there's some level of substandard work. So tell us about what you noticed as the faults that was detected by residents of this community.
We had no water to fill the tank to check the toilets and everything. So it happened like that, and then it's a good
So
thing.
it had a black tank on top of it?
Yes, but no water. We have no water, so they could check when they finish doing all this thing. Now, we had Mr. McGarrell. He knows about plumbing and this kind of thing. When everybody gone, we get water to fill the tank from my yard. Toilet leaking. The tile on the floor wasn't properly done. Mr. McGarrell had to come and do everything over again because he knows plumbing and this kind of thing.
But you report these defects to the
Well,
relevant authority?
everything gone already, so there's nothing we could do. Just gotta do it with ourselves.
No, how long after it was handed over to you that you noticed these defects?
It's about 2 or 3 months after.
Yeah, about 3 months
after.
And you think the defects and liability period have expired?
Well, I guess so.
I don't think so. You should have reported the defects to the relevant authority.
But I didn't because Mr. McGarrell said, man, he's gonna do it himself.
So how much you spend after of his
Well, the
own?
co-op, we put
How much you spend?
each president in this
How much
scheme.
you spend?
I gotta ask him, he got the books and
So
everything.
actually now you're saying
It's
over,
okay.
over $1 million now.
Yes. But the $1 million, we ain't getting no $1 million. This is not no $1 million project. This,
What you saw when they was constructing it, they did foundation?
they did a foundation.
How
About,
deep
how
they
deep
went?
I go, right?
About 6 inches.
6 inches?
Yeah.
They put steel?
Put some
Yeah,
steel,
they
put
put
some
two
steel.
steel inside.
And the foundation here, the flat?
No steel.
No steel. So only solid cast it?
Yeah, they just put steel around the edge.
Oh, they put the blacks and the curb wall, they put some steel.
Yes, right.
But what I'm saying, if we had gotten that money in our hand, we could have get people to do a better job, and it's cheaper and we get more things done.
No, with $1 million, you could have get a pavilion.
Yes, that's what I'm
So you
saying.
could have get a washroom with a
But
pavilion
that,
stand.
the government thing is that we got to give contractor. Contractor get this.
No, don't let it fool you. The Procurement Act says that contracts could be rewarded to community. They didn't tell you that?
No, I don't know.
So this could be a community
Yes,
project
this man is a builder.
where the contract could be awarded to community. So I need the public to understand this, that if you're a community body, you ask the government, like the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, for funding to carry out a activity, that community could carry out that project. The Procurement Act of 2003 stipulates such. But here, they believe the people are ignorant, and they bamboozle the people in believing that they have to give a contract to this contract. When the community is saying you could have built the same facility for how
Man, we could
much?
get better. We could get
Less than 400,000, Mr.
this money is a
Less
builder.
than 400,000.
Yeah.
How deep they went down with this very small septic
That's
tank?
about 4 feet deep.
4 feet, 2 feet below,
In depth.
3 feet below, and 2 feet up.
Yeah.
It's so fine.
Okay.
Now, this ground, we try to get them to get dirt. I ask people, anyhow, we had to sub money. I go in my pocket and put about $80-something thousand to get dirt for this ground. I did it. $80-something thousand to get dirt for this ground. And everybody, every resident in here, every month we put $500 to get to ting this ground. Now what I will do now is ask the RDC to clip, you know, the machine to clip this ground, because last week I paid $6,000 to get them to clip this ground because the kids play, the grass grow fast, you know. This ground here, the rainfall, as you didn't come in the rainfall, is flooded out too. Water. So we gotta wait until it's dry. As you could see, the grass grow fast, and then there's money going all the time. We ain't getting no help. No help. No help. The things that making me mad is that I served this country myself and 17 of us in here. In the interior, I went to Mabarone, Matthews Ridge, Port Kaitum, and all them things, served this country, and then the government, nothing. We ain't getting nothing out of it. Nothing out of it. This politics thing, I ain't able this politics story. All I care about is one Guyana, Indian and blacks. We need to live together to get a better country. That is my concern.
So the size of the black tank here, what is the size here? 450?
Yeah, there you go.
450 gallon. You have a water pump there?
No pump from my yard.
There's no water
I
pump.
buy a hose and pump from my water.
They didn't provide a pump here, Mr. Sharon.
No water pump.
I wrote to Mr.
And the door is locked.
We lock it.
I don't know what will estimate the toilet bowl set cost.
Toilet bowl about $30,000, Mr. Sharon.
No, that's the expensive one. You could get for 17,000.
Yeah.
So which one do you use in the close couple or the other one?
I was Cyril.
So that is the 17,000 one.
Yeah, that is 17,000.
Yeah, the close couple is about 30 to 40,000. So what they have a urinal tile work they done inside?
That's it.
We had to do that
He
work
did it.
yourself, Mr. Sharon.
Oh,
He did
so they
it.
didn't tile the
No.
outside.
A few tiles was left over from the inside, and this man tiled it in just to put the tile in.
And this is the septic tank. What's the size?
This paint, what they put.
What's the size of the septic tank?
About 5 by 4.
5 by 4, and it said it's 4 feet depth,
Yeah.
about 2 feet above the ground and 2 feet below the ground.
Yeah.
And how much tile sets in there? Two.
Two.
It's unbelievable to know that something of this nature, a toilet of this nature, costs $1 million. Who, in the rightful sense, will build a toilet in the backyard? Because this is like a personal backyard.
Yep.
For $1 million, when the house wouldn't value $1 million. Okay, so I pass to the intelligence to the people of this country, and this is the $1 million toilet facility that this government constructed for this community here that we are presently in. So it's seen is believing, Mrs. Sharma always say, and just imagine there's no water pump
Nothing.
to push water up into that black tank up there. The residents have to now lead a hose
I
to
wrote
that
to
black
Mr.
tank.
Alfred King. Wrote to Mr. King to ask him to assist us in getting Daiwa to get, connect water for us. And I wait on a reply up now.
So there's no water line leading to this place.
No,
playground.
not to the playground. I got pump from my yard with hose. My pump water there. My water bill going out.
Okay, good.
Just for the kids, to get the kids to keep away from drugs and everything. We're trying to get it,
Unbelievable, but seeing is believing. Thank you.